What if I told you that a simple daily practice could unlock a wave of positive changes and transform your life in every dimension? Imagine waking up joyful and positive every single day, resilient against the turmoil and negativity of the outside world that would otherwise shake your emotional, spiritual, physical, and mental well being. Welcome back to another episode of Unleash Thyself. I am your host, Constantin Morun, and today we will delve deep into the transformative power of gratitude and uncover its secrets. But before we dive into today's topic, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you. Your continuous support, engagement, and the community we're building here are things I'm truly grateful for. So, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this incredible journey. I see you, I appreciate you, and the world is a much better place because you exist in it. And if you find value in today's episode, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and leaving a review or comment for Unleash Thyself on YouTube or your preferred podcast platform. Now, you may be wondering why I'm so passionate about this topic. Let me share something personal. Practicing gratitude is not something that old me would consider relevant, important, or even needed. In fact, I thought it was pretty crazy at first. However, now it's a big part of both my morning and my evening routines. It has not only allowed me to acknowledge and celebrate the beautiful things in my life, but it has also brought me closer to the important people in my life, and even to my two beautiful dogs. The practice has transformed how I approach all the negativity in our world, allowing me to be more open minded and filling me with more understanding, compassion, and empathy. I truly believe that today's episode can serve as a catalyst for deep, meaningful change, just as it has in my life and the lives of my students. We're going to explore what gratitude truly means, the benefits, the scientific studies, and expert opinions. We'll go beyond superficial understandings to uncover practical ways you can incorporate gratitude into your daily life. For those of you out there wondering how exactly to kickstart this practice, fear not. Later in this episode, we'll introduce simple yet effective techniques you can start using immediately and without much effort. We'll discuss tools that beautifully combine spirituality and technology to make your daily gratitude practice as effortless as possible. So sit back and prepare to enter a space where your growth and self discovery take center stage. Let's embark on this enlightening journey to understand and unlock the transformative power of gratitude. And by the end of this episode, I'll share some truly groundbreaking study findings that will completely redefine the way you look at gratitude. So stay tuned. In a world that appears to always encourage us to want more, gratitude serves as a grounding force, teaching us to appreciate what we already have while still aiming for our aspirations and dreams. So today, let's explore why embracing this paradox is the key to a fulfilled life. But first, let's start with what gratitude actually is. You are likely familiar with expressing gratefulness by saying thanks or thank you when someone does something nice for you. Well, there's just a tiny part of gratitude. Psychologists have defined gratitude as a positive emotional response that we perceive on giving or receiving a benefit from someone. One of the world's leading experts in gratitude, Robert Emmons, explains it like this. It's an affirmation of goodness. We affirm that there are good things in the world, gifts and benefits we have received. We recognize that the sources of this goodness are outside of ourselves. We acknowledge that other people or even higher powers, if you're of a spiritual mindset, gave us many gifts, big and small, to help us achieve the goodness in our lives. By this point, you may still wonder, why is gratitude important? And while we will cover many of the amazing benefits throughout this conversation, it's important to look at the overall importance of gratitude. And what's even better is that there is a body of scientific evidence that demonstrates its effectiveness. Many studies have shown that gratitude can bring a variety of benefits across all aspects of our life, be it emotional, social, physical, spiritual, or psychological. It essentially helps us have more appreciation for all the positive aspects of our lives, regardless of how small or big they are seen, inclusive of people and nature. A practice of gratitude can help with keeping us grounded and feeling positive, especially in times filled with uncertainty. And you know what? I know you have experienced feelings of dissatisfaction at some point in your life. A feeling that your life is lacking things you want, and even perhaps a feeling that your life is incomplete. Not only that, but you probably had a time in your life where you compared yourself with your friends, family members, or even movie stars while beating yourself up for everything you're lacking, be it money, looks, friendships, or a romantic partner. Well, I have a confession to make. You are not alone in this regard. In fact, I have not met many people that can say they have not been affected by those types of feelings. I personally have gone through all of them at various stages in my life. But see, gratitude helped me and so many others in my life by alleviating this type of negative or unwanted feelings, by reminding me of all the things I once took for granted, and also reminding me about the abundance around us, even at the lowest of lows in my life. So, as you may imagine by now, I want you to have this power as well. I know you can achieve more joy, fulfillment, and overall satisfaction in your life. Now, I want you to imagine what it would feel like to elevate not just one, but every single aspect of your life through a simple practice. And coming up shortly, I'll share the astounding research that shows this is more than just wishful thinking. Before we dive deeper into the benefits of such a practice and look at the science in more depth, let's tackle one question that always comes up and I love to address. Is this tool going to work for everyone? Is practicing gratitude for every single person on the planet? Well, while I'd love to say that this is one of those magic pills, we have to be realistic. It is not for everyone. But you won't know until you actually try it. Studies may suggest that we have a base level of something called trait gratitude, which really determines how grateful we can actually feel. This is impacted by many factors such as culture, society, personality, and so much more. While science hasn't yet been able to prove if we can truly train ourselves to experience more gratitude than our base level, in my experience, most people are seeing amazing benefits from incorporating a practice of gratitude into their routine. And I absolutely love this quote by Larissa Gomez. Being thankful is not always experienced as a natural state of existence. We must work at it, akin to a type of strength training for the heart. A lot of us have not grown up in environments where this has been shown or taught to us, so we need to take it upon ourselves to learn the skill. Like with any practice that can impact our mental health in either direction, it's important to realize that our lives have many seasons. Sometimes, life throws us so many curveballs that it's hard to find much to be grateful for. But those are exactly the times you are practicing for. You see, it's easy to be grateful during good days, weeks, months, or even years. However, you will truly see the impact of such a practice when things may not be going your way in any aspect of your life. As always, with anything that touches our health, do discuss any mental health issues with your doctor or other medical professionals. And now for one of the moments we have all been waiting for, the benefits of gratitude, backed by science. Melody Beatty puts it nicely. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. The list of benefits I'm about to cover is not exhaustive. There are so many benefits backed by scientific evidence that we could spend multiple hours together just barely touching the surface. So, let's split these benefits into five categories: mental well being, emotional fulfillment, spiritual growth and relationships, physical health, and overcoming adversity. Well, let's take a look at mental well being. Number one on the list is all about boosting happiness and optimism. A 2003 study found that those who practice gratitude reported considerably more satisfaction with their lives as a whole. So, gratitude creates a sense of optimism about the future and establishes a better connection with others. Number two, improves mental health. Apart from boosting happiness, gratitude has been shown to improve mood, or even lower rates of stress and depression. However, it's important to note that other studies found limited impact on symptoms of anxiety and deep depression, underscoring the need for professional medical advice for those conditions. Number three, stress regulation. Gratitude can reduce the level of cortisol, which is the stress hormone, making individuals more resilient to emotional setbacks. This is according to McCarthy and colleagues from research in 2004. Number four, mitigates anxiety and depression. On the neurochemical level, gratitude is associated with an increase in the neural modulation of the prefrontal cortex, which helps in managing negative emotions such as guilt, shame, and even violence. Now, the next category up is emotional fulfillment. Number one on the list, enhances positive emotions. Research from 2017 showed that gratitude helps people with emotions like connectedness, elevation, and humility. These emotions are crucial for maintaining a mindful life. Number two, releases toxic emotions. According to studies, the limbic system, which is responsible for all emotional experiences, gets activated with feelings of gratitude, helping to fast track emotional recovery. And number three on this list, elevates self esteem. A 2011 study highlighted that gratitude could be used as a tool to increase satisfaction with life and self esteem. So let's move on now to the next category, which is spiritual growth and relationships. Number one, strengthens friendships. Biologically speaking, the predecessor of gratitude, reciprocity, helps in social bonding. A small act like thanking a new acquaintance can make a social relationship much more likely. Number two, deepens romantic bonds. Research has shown that expressing gratitude towards your partner can significantly boost your romantic relationships. And number three, enhances workplace environment. Studies have found that gratitude in the workplace fosters respect and job satisfaction, leading to much stronger group cohesion. Grateful workers are more efficient, productive, and responsible, according to research by Algo in 2012. And now let's move on to the fourth category, physical health and lifestyle. Number one, promotes physical health. A 2014 study showed a positive correlation between gratitude and engagement in healthy activities, as well as a willingness to seek help for health concerns. Number two, improves sleep quality. A 2009 study indicated that gratitude aids in the hypothalamic regulation, thereby contributing to better sleep. And number three, reduces physical pain. A study by Emmons and McCullough in 2003 reported a 16% reduction in pain symptoms for patients who kept a gratitude journal. And the last category on our list is overcoming adversity. Number one on the list, improves resilience. Gratitude has been found to positively correlate with coping better during hardships, according to a recent study at Eastern Washington University. And number two, cultivates professional commitment. Gratitude makes you more efficient, productive, and team oriented in a professional setting. Expressing gratitude in the workplace is a proactive action towards building interpersonal bonds, triggering feelings of closeness and bonding. So now that we know all these amazing benefits, you may wonder, how does one actually tap into them? There are many exercises, methods, and tools that you can implement to practice gratitude. And there are many apps on your phone or tablets that you can tap into to make it even easier for you. Now, here are some of my favorite exercises and tools and practices. Number one on my list, gratitude meditation. Gratitude meditation focuses on being thankful for various elements of your life and the world around you. Personally, I dedicate 5 to 10 minutes in the morning and in the evening to meditate on what I am grateful for. In the morning, I meditate on how grateful I am for everything surrounding me, everything in my life, and what I'm about to experience and do later in the day. While in the evening, I meditate on how grateful I am for everything that happened over the course of the day, the week, month, or even over the years. Now, a 2017 study found that gratitude meditation can improve emotion regulation and self-motivation. Number two on my list, gratitude mapping. If you're a visual learner like I am, gratitude mapping is a great method. You'll create a visual board with notes, pictures, or other elements that represent what you are thankful for. And you want to make sure that this is placed somewhere you can see it daily as a consistent reminder. Number three, gratitude jars or containers. This is another visual method of practicing gratitude, and it involves writing down short notes of the things you're grateful for and keeping them in a jar or a container. This will give you both a visual manifestation of what you're thankful for, and you can also read the notes back should you need or want a reminder. Number four, and this is a big one, I love it, and it may sound silly, but it is about appreciating yourself. And again, as silly as this may sound to some of you, it's about standing in front of a mirror and speaking out good things to yourself. It can be about anything from your achievements to your current efforts, your skills, your talents, or even your mission, your why. Keep it positive and make sure to compliment yourself with words that resonate with you, such as beautiful, smart, loving, kind, compassionate, honorable, disciplined, or whatever resonates with you. Pay attention if and how that makes you feel better. Repeat this as many times as you can. One thing I do before I even start appreciating myself is say 4 magical words. Could you guess what those words are? Constantin, I love you. And I say that with a big smile on my face, just like I'm doing right now. Yes, it may sound crazy, but try this for a week, once or twice a day, and see what it does for you. It truly changed my life. Now, number 5 on our list is gratitude messages, notes, or even visits. As you delve into practicing gratitude, you may notice recurring themes. One method I have found particularly impactful is sending short thank you messages to the people I appreciate. It's a simple yet powerful way to express your gratitude and brighten someone else's day. This can be done by text, email, voice messages, a phone call, or even snail mail, or in person visits. We often take it for granted that the people in our life know how we feel about them. In reality, most people do not. But even if they did, wouldn't a reminder of how amazing they are and how much they mean to you be a welcome message? I know I love it when someone does that for me. And when possible, turn those physical or digital messages and or notes into actual visits. Drop by someone's office or home just to say thank you. Maybe drop them a small gift, like some chocolates or a bouquet of flowers. Now let's move on to number 6 on our list, gratitude journals. Yes, you probably heard me mention journaling a lot by now among the many episodes we've been here together for, but it's also one of the most common and effective ways to practice being grateful. It's no different than other forms of journaling, with the exception that it's all about the things that you are grateful for. This isn't something you need to do every day. In fact, evidence suggests that 1 to 3 times per week may be more than enough to get a benefit out of it. When you write your gratitude journal, you should record at least 5 things that you're grateful for, and it could be as simple as creating a bulleted list for a particular day or a particular event in your life. And last one on the list, number 7, find a gratitude friend. Find a gratitude buddy for your daily practice. It can be your spouse, your child, a friend, or even a coworker. It's all about setting aside some time every day where you enjoy some time together and discuss the things you are thankful for. You can take it a step further and ask each other questions and open up even more. By sharing thoughts of gratefulness with others, you will create new ways to sustain motivation to improve your mental, emotional, and spiritual skills. Not only that, but you can learn from each other and discover many more things that you can be grateful for that you perhaps overlooked or took for granted in the past. For example, early in my gratitude practice, this is one method I used to uncover some things that I truly took for granted and never thought I should truly be grateful for. One of the friends I was sharing time with shared with me how he was grateful for the glass of water in front of him. For a lot of us, especially in developed countries, we take so many basic things for granted, from water to food to having a bed or a roof over our heads. So now we've seen 7 different tools that you can incorporate into your daily practices today. And again, it doesn't take a lot of time to start applying this into your life and seeing massive benefits. Now, if you're a beginner, you may need some help with some prompts to get you unstuck as you practice your gratitude, right? So let's take a look at some elements you can consider when practicing. Important people. Who is important in your life? Who do you love and who loves you back? It can be your family, your friends, and even your coworkers. Think about the people whose love and support has helped you through difficult times and those who have been there with you for the good times. Next up is nature. I mean, we are part of nature. We are nature. But this is one of my favorites to look back at and be grateful for. The world around us is full of beauty, wonder, and magnificence. It could be as simple as your pets, like in my case, my two beautiful dogs, the warm sun on your face, the smell of the forest or the ocean, or the beauty of a freshly bloomed flower. Next up will be simply daily pleasures. Think about some of the everyday things that you take joy in, such as your morning routine, a nice cup of coffee, your favorite song, your clothes, or even the pillow you sleep on. Absolutely anything that brings pleasure into your life can and should be celebrated. And next up, we have happy memories or special moments. This can be any happy memories from your life up to this point, be it from yesterday or 50 years ago. Memorable days, happy events, or times when you felt content are all worth being grateful for. Next up, acts of kindness. There's someone out there that has done something nice for you, no matter how small, at some point in your life. Being grateful for those moments can enhance your positive feelings. Similarly, don't overlook your acts of kindness. Celebrate the mutually shared experience. And last on my list here is accomplishments. Regardless of where you are in life, you have achieved so much. So take a moment and remember all that you have achieved and celebrate. Be grateful. Highlighting these accomplishments can get you closer to seeing how amazing you truly are, closer to enhancing the love you have for yourself, and reminding you how far you've come in this life. So now you too know why gratitude is such a beautiful thing, an amazing and rewarding practice. And you also have a range of tools and exercises at your disposal. So I encourage you to take the time to incorporate gratitude into your life. Whether it's through meditation, mapping, or even just a simple thank you, remember that gratitude is a powerful tool for transformation. Practicing gratitude is like expressing our feelings for ourselves and for those around us. Using simple words of love, praise, and acknowledgement, we not only make others feel good, but we will also feel much better about ourselves, our life, and everything in it. Now, before we wrap up for today, I'd love to share with you a couple more quotes from people that have seen the amazing impact gratitude can have. Tony Robbins, for example, says that gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. While Robin Sharma says the following: gratitude drives happiness. Happiness boosts productivity. Productivity reveals mastery. And mastery inspires the world. So, as we wrap up today's deep dive into the enriching world of gratitude, I want to express my gratitude once more. I'm so thankful that you took the time to listen to this episode and engage with this content. Your time is valuable, and the fact that you chose to spend it here with me and this community is something I don't take for granted. Thank you for being an integral part of this journey toward personal and professional growth. Now, if you found value in today's episode, I'd be extremely grateful if you could take a moment to subscribe, like, comment, rate, and review Unleash Thyself, either on YouTube or your preferred podcast platform. Your support helps us grow and reach more people on their unique journeys. This is Constantin Morun, reminding you that no one, and I mean no one, is more capable and has more knowledge to save you and take you to the next level than you do. Continue the journey to know thyself so you can unleash thyself, and we cannot do it alone, so we're going to do it together. Thank you.